So maybe it's just me, but does it seem like there's a lot of mods based around, oh, I don't know, death? I mean, hell, my name is literally Necros, so you couldn't get more appropriate than that. Well, thankfully, today we have 3 new mods all about death. And the first one is a very simple one. It involves the Combine. Now when you kill the Combine, you're going to hear brand new voice lines. Now I am going to go ahead and disable them just so they're not talking all that much. So, yeah, that's gonna get me demonetized. That's another mod. We're gonna get into that. Let's go ahead and try this one more time. Right there. It's pretty damn morbid, I'm not gonna lie. And if you guys don't know, these voice lines are from Half-Life Alyx. And I think it's time to talk about the mod that, well, we were pretty much showing off anyway. And that is the stun and death animation. So, you guys saw it. Now when you do try to kill NPCs, you're going to get new death animations. Now I don't know if that was different or not, but let's go ahead and just try this once more. Look at that. That's really cool, and it really does blend in. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say all these mods work really well together. Now, obviously, the Combine voice lines only works for the Combine, so let's go ahead and spawn in someone like Odessa here. Again, really cool, and I'm pretty sure these animations are from Left 4 Dead 2, although this is technically part of the BS mod family. And of course, you know, as you saw, you can do crazy things like even dismember. And there's no way I'm gonna be able to show that on YouTube. But just trust me, guys, it looks badass. And if you need more, well, proof, there's her, head. Hey, Odessa, catch! Now, of course, there is one unfortunate thing. You're not gonna be getting the death animations every time. However, going into the settings here, we can increase the chance of the animations to 100. And then you can, of course, enable these settings, which is nice to have. Now, there's over 15 new animations, so that's a lot to go over. As you can see, that's one of them. There's another. And another. And another. And another. And you guys get it. They're all pretty similar, although they do differ ever so slightly. And I can see why it's a little annoying to have it happen every single time. So, of course, what? Wait, why did he jump forward? Oh my god, that is that is so funny. Okay, this mod is it's awesome. Like, that felt good. It feels more realistic. It feels more akin to the Force that you're using, because I mean, this thing it freaking blows, but like in a good way. Although something that's really cool is apparently there's an explosion animation as well. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Pretty sick. And of course, again, you're gonna get the dismemberment, so you get the bleeding effects. It's not like the most realistic dismemberment, it's just a very basic system, but still pretty cool to have with everything else considered. Now, apparently there's also an animation if you kill them with melee. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, so I am pretty sure that you don't get special animations, although we are getting this one pretty often. Now, I will say that I did see something about vehicle animations, so I am kind of curious how this is going to work. So we have a jalopy here. Let's go ahead and pop this sucker up. Oh, okay, so it works, but it's a little weird. Oh, hey, isn't that interesting how he didn't phase through the material? It's almost as if we have a mod installed that's doing that for us. And of course, that's because we have Ragdoll Death 2.0. What this does is when you die, you're going to have a first-person cam. Now, of course, there are tons and tons of mods that already do this, but this does have a bunch of other cool options, like fixing the incredibly annoying bug or issue with Source, where ragdolls just kind of phase through things. And as you can see, now they don't. They do properly collide with, well, props and other things like you'd expect. In fact, even if you really try to shove it in there, it's not gonna work. Apparently, it also increases the amount of ragdolls you can keep, which, funny thing, we've been testing that this whole video, so everything is really coming together. We can see a bunch of ragdolls here, and none of them are going away. Hopefully it doesn't cause any lag. It also increases the blood threshold, which I assume means that you can have more blood. You're also going to notice something. Wow. Is it just me, or did this guy gain more weight? So in the settings, you can see we have a blood threshold meter to adjust how much blood I assume is going to come out. And then of course you can increase the maximum ragdolls for a player. You can just crank this all the way up. And then you can adjust the ragdoll removal time. We're going to go ahead and keep that where it is. And then we have the ragdoll bone weight multiplier. Alright, so on second thought, I'm not 100% sure if they're heavier. Maybe that's just me. But regardless, some pretty cool additions. You know, everything from the first person view to the fact that now ragdolls are going to collide properly. Everything else is really just a bonus. So there you guys have it. 3 more mods all about death that make death more, well, death-like. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Links will be in the description. If you want to leave a like or subscribe, you totally can. Guys, stay awesome. Thank you all so much for watching this until the end. I'll see you guys in the next video. And until next time, farewell.